Jamie. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for being here. Lucas Vaughan is here. This is our weekly Take the Points show. So we're going to talk about
all kinds of stuff. I mean, we're right in the middle of everything right now.
It's a heck of a week.
Yeah, it is.
This is really
you got a regular sports and then you throw the Ryder Cup right on top of it. Man, you got a lot going on.
This is a big weekend,
Yeah,
and I've got. I feel almost shameful. I've got money on the Ryder Cup too. And a good number.
I don't have that yet. I haven't looked at those numbers yet.
Let it go.
We'll shoot it. I guess it starts
at 12:30.
Yeah,
We're shooting this on Thursday.
Yeah, 12:35.
Doggone it, there it goes.
I know. That's all right. The middle of the night.
Starts in the middle of the night on Friday morning, or late Thursday night. Where's that on? Is that going to be on NBC? Or is that?
I'm not sure. I'll have to peek. It probably Peacock. Yeah. Peacock.
I know
NBC.
it's Peacock.
Yeah.
But I think it's either NBC or USA Network. One or the other. You'll be able to find it. I forgot to look that up for my sports on TV today, so you'll see. Why don't you look that up? Sports while I'm doing these
I can
things.
do it. You do your thing.
Let me get this thing going and get this show going, folks. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. This is a beautiful Friday morning. Do you like, by the way, I think this might be the first time
Purple?
I've worn a purple shirt on here.
I like that purple and blue.
Purple and blue looks good. I feel bad.
Isn't that royalty colors? The dark, deep blue and purple? I think it is. I'm going to say it was.
We'll talk about how I'm doing on betting here in a little bit.
A royalty. Here we go. This, folks, is going to start already.
No. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, right? I'm very humble with how I've been doing. I'm going to be very humble because it's going to turn. It always does for me. But yeah, this is my first time I've worn this purple shirt, so I'm looking forward to seeing how it looks on television. What is going on here on Friday, September 29th? I looked all over. Not too much to find. However, up in Effingham, there's a good, clean, fun event. It is a fundraiser, I believe, for a charity up there. I'm not sure which one it was. I didn't write it down. Big adult pumpkin hunt. The adult pumpkin hunt out there at Tuscan Winery tonight. That starts up at 5 p.m. is going to go till 10 o'clock. They're going to have a band there, and it's going to be a good time. You will enjoy it, I'm certain. Live music out at Pinky's tonight. Heather and Holly will be playing, or Holly and Heather, depending on how you pronounce it. That's out of Pinky's from 6:30 until 8:30, and also at Tuscan Hills. I mentioned that the adult thing is going on, the adult pumpkin hunt. It is Nathaniel James playing out there, so it's not Nathaniel Ratcliffe, but Nathaniel James will be playing from 7:30 till 10 out at the Tuscan Hills Winery. Good, clean fun. A lot of stuff, however, going on Saturday. Plenty of stuff. A lot of community events. As here in Flora, or down in Flora, it is at the Flora Moose at 3 o'clock. This is the Pinktober Eve. The Pinktober Eve. Flora Moose Lodge will be holding a Pinktober Eve Pink Out Party starting at 3 o'clock to kick off Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I guess October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Big games. Going to be a 50-50. Bingo. They're also doing bingo next week. Food, music, and plenty more. $5 donations get in if you're wearing pink. If you're not wearing pink, it's going to cost you $10 to get in. So there you keep that in mind for your dressing. Otherwise, admission is 10. All proceeds go to the Clay County Cancer Crusaders. We had Nancy on here the other day talking about that, Nancy Mills, and they'll have a good fun. Up in Effingham on Saturday, the America's Groove Record Fair will take place. I think that's down there at the record store downtown. Also at Pinky's tomorrow night on Saturday night, it will be Russ Howard. Russ Howard playing out at Pinky's. He'll be going from 6:30 to 8:30, so keep that in mind as well. This is always fun. At the Olney Noble Airport, they do this about once or twice a year. I think they do it for I think they used to have like breaded tenderloin sandwiches. Now it's a chili fly-in at the Alney Noble Airport. They're going to have their annual chili fly-in. I think they do it more than once. On September 30th from 11 to 2, the menu is all-you-can-eat chili, as well as hot dogs, homemade pie, and drinks. Everyone is welcome to fly in, drive in.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to figure out here.
Drive in or bike in.
I mean, do the planes actually come
Yes.
in?
Yes. Yeah, if it's a pretty day, you'll have planes from all over the place coming in, hours,
Okay.
2 or 3 hours away. Flying.
That's a little different.
Well, that's good. That's just kind of, opportunity for folks to get out and fly their plane, basically.
Well, not only that, I mean, if you got a family, you got little kids like I've got, they would love to see planes come in and out all the time.
Well, no, there
That'd be
you go.
neat, but I don't have a plane.
Actually, they've got at the Alney Airport, there is this cool, like pagoda type of thing. Now it's inside, but it's a great big view of the entire area. You'd be able to see all kinds of planes come in and out.
I mean, if I'm showing up there, I'm staying out there and gonna fly over me, right?
I guess they would.
All right, Ellis, come on out here.
They'll do the north by northwest
There
for
you
you.
go.
That's-
Come on out.
Yeah, that'll be a good time. You'll have to take the kids. They'll have a good time. Salem, the Historic Museum is open all day, all morning long tomorrow over in Salem from 9 to 12. That's a 100 South Broadway in Salem. Diaper giveaway also tomorrow in Salem from 10 a.m. until noon, and that is at the Grace United Methodist Church, 116 East Schwartz Street in Salem. Please call the church if you have any questions. It's 548-2810. That's a 618 number, 548-2810. They have size 1 to size 7 diapers, as well as size 2 to size 6T toddler pull-ups. It's pull-ups, I believe. Baby wipes. Also baby wipes. So keep that in mind as well. Church address again at 116 East Schwartz in Salem. They do this once a month. It's very thoughtful, very kind. Over at the Centralia Elks Lodge on Saturday night, the Elton John Experience from 7 o'clock till 10 p.m. Dinner before the show from 4 to 6. Upstairs will be open from 6 o'clock until 10 for the Elton John Experience presented by Tommy Lee Thompson. Are you a big Elton John fan?
I am not.
I am not either. I've never really. I know people who are nuts and crazy about him, but I've never
Nuts and crazy, then, sounds like.
just nuts and crazy. But it was my time frame too. Yours kind of too. When he was popular.
Early in mine, yeah, but yeah.
But I like 2 or 3 songs, okay, but the rest of them I really couldn't give.
No, dude.
Yeah, I really couldn't give a rip
for me.
I would prefer much more to hear
Motley Crue.
Rolling Stones, Motley Crue, Poison.
There you go. I'm down.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. But yeah, you'll enjoy it. The Rolling Stones Experience, folks. It is again at Centralia Elks on Saturday night. Also in Centralia on Saturday. Now, I don't know if you can still get tickets for this, but I saved this for last because it's a little unusual for this area. This will be at 205 South Elm. Advanced ticket purchase required with a deadline of Monday, so hopefully, or Tuesday. Contact for more information. This is the Forever Bronze Handbell Ensemble. Will be presenting a dinner show back to school. The 2-hour event will be in the Fellowship Hall of the First Christian Church, the Disciples of Christ. They're in Centralia at 6:30. The church is located at 205 South Elm. Dinner will be included. It's $20 for adults, $15 for under age 12. So, handbell dinner show. This is one of those type of things where you have usually 10 or 15 different people have different handbells, and they're playing them in different order. It's pretty cool. You'll have a good time if you've got a ticket. If you've not, you can give Susan Howe a call at 618-918-0901. She might be able to set you up. What else going on today? Friday, September 29th, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't get that straightened out. You gotta be kidding me. I forgot to get my pictures ordered out.
Was it my fault?
It's entirely your fault. Actually not. No, it's not your fault. It's entirely my fault.
I mean, you're the guy in charge.
No pictures today. So, but I can tell you today is National VFW Day. National VFW honors the men and women devoted to this valuable organization and those members who have served our nation. Members of the organization, the veterans of foreign wars today hold a long-standing history of volunteerism and in their communities. This is one of the longest-standing veterans organizations around. It was formed It was the year after the Spanish-American War, on September, actually the year of the Spanish-American War, on September 29th, 1899. A group of veterans of that war and the Philippine insurrection formed this. So there you are. It's pretty cool. What else is going on today? I don't know if I've got pictures of anything set up here. I doubt it. I screwed them all up. Doggone it. We'll get to all that. I can just tell you what's going on.
Okay.
I can just tell you. Urban, now this one I really don't have, the picture doesn't make any sense either, because it's basically just deer standing in the street. Urban National Wildlife Refuge Day is September 29th. This celebrates the 101 urban national wildlife refuges in the United States. Nearly 1/5 of the country's total refuges are in urban areas. To be defined as an urban national wildlife refuge, it must be within 25 miles of an urban area of 250,000 people or greater. That's like all the refuges around Miami down there, and the Everglades Wildlife Refuge and all that kind of stuff, I think.
I would assume St. Louis would have some over there along the river. A different
I don't know if St. Louis has wildlife refuges over there. Well, you have the Eagles.
I would think they would have to where they're sitting at.
Wouldn't the Eagles, the Eagle thing across the river in Alton be a national wildlife refuge?
Yeah, I would think so, yeah.
I think they do have that. Well, there you go. The first urban wildlife refuge was established in the United States was the John Hines National Wildlife Refuge in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in 1972. This 1,000-acre refuge also includes a 285-acre freshwater tidal marsh. Since then, the U.S. Department of the Interior has designated 100 more urban wildlife refuges in 30 different states. So there you have it. What else is today, ladies and gentlemen? National Coffee Day. National Coffee Day on September 29th. Are you a big coffee guy?
Every single morning. Yep.
So you don't take that throughout the day? You don't do coffee throughout?
Not typically. No. I drink it for a while.
Many legendary accounts tell how coffee first came to be. However, the earliest credible evidence of either coffee drinking or the knowledge of coffee appears in the middle of the 15th century in Yemen. The monks in Yemen first roasted coffee seeds and brewed coffee. So there you are in the Middle East. In 1670, Baba Budan smuggled coffee seeds out of the Middle East by strapping 7 seeds onto his chest.
7 seeds.
And that's how it got to wherever
South America.
First plants grown from these stowed away seeds were planted in, I've never heard of this place. I don't know where it is. Mysore.
Oh, no kidding.
That's a new name to me. I'm not even going to say it because I don't want to say it wrong. Mysore?
Mysore's? Is it an island?
I've never heard of Mysore. Coffee later spread to Italy, the rest of Europe, Indonesia, and the Americans. While Brazil produces more coffee in the world than any other country, Colombia closely follows, and more than 50 countries around the world grow coffee. As a result, it's a bountiful selection. Pick your coffee today. How long does caffeine in coffee stay in your body?
So you know Mysore is in India. That's where it went next.
Mysore is in India.
City in India. There you go.
Wow, I had no idea.
No.
So there's still a place called Mysore?
Yeah.
Wow, I had no idea. How long will caffeine stay in your body after you
2 days.
drink coffee? 6 hours. I mean, I guess that's why they call it 5-hour energy.
Yeah, real quick.
That's what they call a 5-hour energy drink. Is caffeine a natural substance?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's not.
It is in coffee, of course. It is a natural substance. There you are. What do you want to see on TV, folks? High school sports this evening. We've got high school football. Fairfield is at Flora taking on the Wolves. That'll be fun. We'll have that right here on Channel 100. I hear there might be a guest in the booth. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you who might be there, but there might be a guest in.
Probably
the booth.
don't want to tell them. They may not watch.
No, probably not. Major League Baseball 7:10 tonight. The Cubs are at Milwaukee. Cubs got to win. Cubs have to win now. Kyle Hendricks versus Brandon Woodruff. That's on Marquee Channel 597. The Padres are at the White Sox at 6:40. By Friday night, the Padres are probably done.
Two very underachieved teams for the year.
Tremendously underachieving. That will be Nick Martinez versus Dylan Cease, and the Cardinals host the Reds, who are also out of it. I think the Reds are out of it.
Oh, yeah, they surely are.
We'll take a look at it here in a second. That's Lucas Vaughan. This is our Take the Points edition of The Big Show. We'll be back in just a sec.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians, an express lane, and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Waterloo,
I had no idea. I didn't.
16-year-old junior for Fairfield.
I did not look. Is it
Good
a
kid.
young girl or young boy?
He's a guy.
Yeah, Avery. I didn't know.
Yeah, it's Christina Gardner. Principal. That's her son.
I'll be doggone.
Good kid. Good golfer.
Her son, the other son, was really good linebacker. Hello, folks. We're just back here chatting it up, talking about the high school sports, and that's what we're going to actually. Yeah, let's go ahead and start off high school
change
football.
things up?
We'll start with the high school football, then we'll talk a little Ryder Cup golf in this first segment. Then we'll move on to a variety of other things: college football, pro football,
That's not a variety. That's two things.
Major League Baseball,
Yeah.
high school golf.
There we go.
There you go.
I know one high school golfer.
One high school golfer. Tell them who it is.
Avery Gardner.
Did he win the medalist?
He didn't win it, but he advanced in the regionals that was in Green Hills, which is a tough course. I believe he shot a 79, great score. I think he advanced to Waterloo.
Have you ever played the Waterloo course?
I have not, but it's supposedly it's a very, very nice course.
Yeah, it is.
I've heard nothing but good things about it, but I have not played it.
I've driven by it and looked at it, but I've never played it myself. So, good luck to him.
Yes, sir.
And I know North Clay had some kids playing in the regionals this week. I don't think any of them advanced. I wonder here, did Atwood advance?
I don't know if
from 16?
Andon played through that or not. I haven't heard his name in that, and I haven't seen anything yet. But he's a great golfer, so that would not surprise me.
I would not at all. High school football, we were talking about it tonight. The big football game at Flora. It's homecoming. It's their final home game of the year. The Flora Wolves
already, huh?
taking it.
Final home game of the year?
They got. Well, I'll show you here in a second. They got messed up by the Dupo, or by the Vienna thing. Here's what the Black Diamond Conference looks like right now, as of this moment. You've got Johnston City, Cesar, and Carmi up at the top. They're going to start playing each other a little bit more. Carmi has played Cesar. Cesar beat Carmi in a very close battle a couple of weeks ago. Flora took it on the chin last weekend against Johnston City. I was at that game, and Johnston City's the real deal.
What was the score?
Well, let's just move to the other to show you right there. Johnson City drilled them
46-6.
46-6. It was over early. I was really kind of surprised Flora had issues moving the football, and the Indians took it out on them. Fairfield, take a look there, won their second game of the year against El Dorado, and they have lost 3 in a row. Playing those top 3 teams.
That's a tough little row right there.
Playing those top 3 teams, the 4 teams that have beaten Fairfield, what is that, are 17-3?
Yep.
So, that's a pretty good number. Fairfield will play a pretty good record here against Flora coming up this weekend tonight.
Sounds to me like this game for Fairfield is kind of a do or die if they can possibly sneak in the playoffs.
It's desperation.
Yeah.
It's
They lose this and it's over.
If they lose, actually, if you lose your 5th game, you're not going to get in the playoffs. Right. So that's the question. Looking here at the lineup of who's left there, will Flora and or Fairfield will reappear in the playoffs? Flora needs to win too, probably. Hamilton County's a solid team. Dupo's a solid team. And that is at Dupo. This being their last home game, it would behoove Flora to kick Fairfield while they're down.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if Flora can get this game under their belt, then they should be able to take care of, well, I don't know. McLeansboro's tough.
McLeansboro's playing well.
And that last game against Cesar,
Cesar's tough. Cesar's very, very good. But if you're Fairfield, this is the game you kind of have to win.
Have to.
CZ, you're going to have to win them all.
Regardless.
But you got to win the first one to have a chance at the next ones. And Hamilton County, I was kind of surprised looking here, Lucas. Hamilton County, they're putting up some pretty good numbers. 110 points for to 64 against. I'm not sure what their schedule has been, but at 3-2, that's pretty solid. Mm-hmm. That's going to be no easy.
And their opponents have 22 wins, so they haven't just played complete cupcakes.
No, you're right. You're right. So there you have the Black Diamond, the South Central, the Cahokia Conference, Mississippi Division. Roxana came in and knocked off the Wildcats last weekend. We'll have the Wildcats next weekend as Columbia comes in. Columbia at 0-5. Tough trip for Salem again this week. Got to go to Breeze Central. Salem's got to pick up 2 wins out of those last 4 games to get in the playoffs.
The 2 losses in the season are the teams that are 5-0.
Yes.
So,
yeah, that's true. That's true. You got 2 teams that are 5-0, but you also have Charleston that's playing above the heads that they normally play. Charleston, not usually that good a squad.
They're not a powerhouse? They're not a football
Charleston
powerhouse?
is not a football powerhouse.
Really?
No, never have really been. Freeburg playing well. They beat Fairfield to start the season. The wild one here is Columbia not playing well at all. Winless Columbia coming in next week. Again, we'll have that next Friday night while we have on October 7th, Saturday afternoon, CZR playing at Fairfield. Both those teams got to get a win against 0-5 teams, looks like. They're going to
need to.
They both need to get wins against 0-5 teams.
So they're both on Saturdays then, Saturday. Yep.
Well, the Salem game's Friday, Fairfield's on Saturday. That's right. Which brings us to one of the other big events this weekend, the Ryder Cup. U.S. won it the last time. U.S. tends
On U.S. soil.
on U.S. soil. U.S. tends to win on U.S. soil. Here are a little bit of a little explainer on how the Ryder Cup is played. Each team has 12 players, but their captains get to put them in how they like to do it.
And how much?
And how often.
They don't have to play all of them.
They don't have to play them all. They can play players 36 holes a day.
Yep.
If they want. So it's basically you win those matches or you don't. So the days 1 and 2, in the morning it is the 4-ball, which each player plays 2 balls, or each player plays a 1 ball, and then in the afternoon it is the 2-ball, where they rotate.
Yeah.
Which kind of brings and also it's all match play, so that brings strategy in, as well as how you are placing your team, how you're setting your team up.
So yeah.
And then on Sunday, it's all
singles. They all matched up.
Yeah.
So the foursome play is an alternate shot for 18 holes with your team, right?
Sorry?
With your pairing. They're all pairings. It's all two person ones except for the singles.
Yes, foursome is alternate.
Right.
Yeah.
And so the entire 18 holes is with your pairing is an alternate shot.
That's correct.
Man, you don't play a lot of golf.
I used to play a lot more than I do now.
And that,
But depending on the other guy
Yeah.
or girl to leave you in a good position can be really tricky.
Number one, you need to have a good relationship with who you're playing with.
That's correct.
Because you got one guy's playing real good, one guy that's playing really, really not very good. That can get rough in a hurry.
The fascinating thing is they will. They'll put the order of who's playing all at once. They'll flip a coin, and one team gets to name their first team. The other team names theirs.
It's like a secret.
It's a secret.
It is.
And then after the four, they've named the starters for the first set tomorrow morning, but they won't name the ones for the afternoon.
You'll see how that plays out
until you see how far behind you are, and that's when you decide whether you want to get somebody else in for more holes. Like maybe you want a John Rahm to play more and more.
If you enjoy watching golf, this Ryder Cup is probably as fun. It's more fun than even watching majors. There's just because the formats are different. It's more match play. It's 1-on-1 instead of just playing against the course of the field.
Plus there's the overriding country versus country.
Yeah, the rivalry and the ego. Golf is a big ego thing.
I mean, you might have somebody when you in the afternoon on Sunday afternoon. Here you see Sunday afternoon. You'll have 6 matches in the morning and 6 matches in the afternoon. 12 matches total on Sunday. It might be over halfway through. It might come down to the last 2 or 3 players, last 2 or 3 sets to figure out who's going to win the doggone thing.
Yeah. Watching the Ryder Cup is very, very enjoyable.
And the weird thing about it, I'm not even certain. Do they get a bonus? I'm not even sure they get paid for
I
this.
assume there's
the PGA's got to pay them
somewhere. I don't know how or what it is. But honestly, you wouldn't have to even pay these guys. They would play this. They want to play it. They want to play this.
They want to play the Ryder Cup.
Yes.
And that's when you see these dudes acted like kids, too.
Yeah. And you'll see the crowds. The crowds are crazy. And in Italy, it's in Rome, Italy, and the crowds, they're going to be crazy. It's going to be a fun atmosphere.
It'll be a lot of fun, so do get a kick out of that. Here is the overall, right now, actually, with Team USA. As you see here, Team USA leads they lead in everything over the course of time. However, and there's always a however. When you take a look at this, the Ryder Cup is
pretty close.
It's what are you finding?
It's pretty close. Europe minus 110, Fairfield. USA plus 125. So it's close to what you got there.
So what are you on? DraftKings?
I'm on FanDuel on mine, just looking at it.
Well, this is Bet Rivers at 115. I know that DraftKings this morning was 100. I don't know what changed over the course of the morning other than setting up the first set. and maybe people were disappointed because that moved it from U.S. was plus 100 this morning, and now they're plus 115. People are just betting on Europe since it's a European.
It's a Europe thing.
It's in Europe this year.
What's it been? 1993 was the last time
U.S.
the U.S. won on foreign soil. Right.
But Europe has one on American soil.
So it's been 20 years since.
It's been a while.
Wait, holy
and
shit, that's bad math. That's 30 years.
Yeah, that's,
Phew.
and here's, I didn't put that one on there. Doggone. I had the Ryder Cup predictions as well. The each player. When you look at it, the players for the European squads, U.S. has the top player for the odds to be the best.
Scotty, probably.
Scott Scheffler.
Right.
Scotty Scheffler is the odds favorite for plus 400 or something to win the most.
To have the most points.
To have the most points.
Okay.
Because they figure he's going to play him over and over and over.
Mm-hmm.
The next four were all European.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, you got Rahm, you got McIlroy, you got Victor Hovland playing great.
Yeah, Hovland.
And then that Aberg kid that's kind of
Aberg's
coming out
down.
of nowhere. Oh, really?
Yeah, Aberg's Aberg's
surprises
never
me.
played in a major.
But he's winning everywhere else. He's the hottest player there is right now.
Shoffley is the next one.
Oh, Xander?
Yeah,
Okay.
Shoffley is the next American. So it's whenever in listening to some of the people discuss it, the thing I keep hearing is depth, and the U.S. just has a lot more depth than the Europeans. I don't know.
I mean, you got a Brian Harmon that's
Tommy Fleetwood was in the top four.
I thought, Brian Harmon's 36, 38, never been in the Ryder Cup, but he had done the earlier stuff back in the 2006,
Yeah,
7,
Walker
8.
Cup and that
yeah,
kind of
all that our early stuff, and he was great at this match play, and then his career kind of hum-hoed
Slowed
around,
down.
and then he won this year and the British Open, and he's announced. But so even a guy like Brian Harmon, as old as he is a kind of a match play guy.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be fun. I have money on the Americans.
I
have plus
I will
115.
have money.
I got plus 115 today, so I feel I'm okay with that.
No, I like it.
That's-
You know what? I was contemplating whether I was going to put the TV outside this weekend, and guess what?
Guess what?
The Ryder Cup's on. We're putting the TV
It's
outside.
going on the new concrete. How about
Yes,
that?
it is.
You're watching Big Talk. We'll be back in a second.
At Midwest Farm and Land, we've got a team of dedicated land, home, and commercial experts ready to help.
We understand that buying or selling a property can be extremely stressful. Let our folks take care of you and help you find your perfect piece of property.
Whether it's recreational or hunting land, farmland, homes, or commercial, we're there to help.
Local experts with national reach. If you're interested, give us a call, 618-532-1961, or check us out on the website, midwestfarmco.com.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash at Catch TV. My name is Bruce Dickey, joined, of course, by Lucas Vaughan here today. And
You asked me the biggest storyline in college football this weekend.
last weekend,
Yeah, Illinois won't beat Florida Atlantic 23-17. I mean, it's got to be the obvious answer, right? really demolished Florida, those Owls.
It wasn't that. It wasn't as close as the score indicates. Let's put it that way. That's how I like to look at that. It wasn't as close as the score indicates. And I've got some statistical information. I can show you some statistical information that will back that up, but I'm not going to show you right now. Boy, I got to tell you, I was this close. I haven't decided yet. To driving to Purdue tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, is that Friday night game?
No, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow night.
It's
Saturday afternoon.
Okay.
2:30. But I'm probably not going to do that because I'm not.
Are you that glutton for punishment?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I don't know if I am. It's college football season, ladies and gentlemen. What was your favorite story this weekend in college football? Illinois knocking off
my favorite
Florida
game, obviously. I enjoyed. Well, I really enjoyed Colorado getting them. I mean,
Tar
just
knocked out of them.
obliterated. But the Ohio State Notre Dame game was good.
That was
it was a good football game.
The Colorado game was over early. It was fun. As it was not fun to watch. I didn't see it. I switched around channels once to watch the Penn State Iowa dismantling. That was fun. Iowa finished the game with 79 total yards or something crazy.
Iowa-esque.
Yeah, it's just terrible. It was the fun also was the Notre Dame Ohio State on Saturday night. How in the heck Notre Dame let that game get away is unbelievable.
No, and I think Notre Dame is a solid team, and I think they're better than Ohio State, but Ohio State escaped the victory, so got to give them credit for that.
Yeah,
Ryan
they
Day
did escape. Ryan Day was crazy.
Yeah, I agree with that assessment.
Ryan Day was crazy, and Marcus Freeman's crazy too. Notre Dame, if you missed it, ladies and gentlemen, there was when Ohio State got down inside the 5-yard line, inside the 3-yard line, inside the 2-yard line. They had to run 2 plays before they could get a score. Notre Dame played with 10 players.
Yeah,
and knew it. At least this is what they're saying. They're saying they knew they had 10 players, but he didn't want to bring one more on because he didn't want them to throw a penalty flag on him.
So how'd that work for them?
Why would they throw a penalty flag if you are coming to 11?
Yeah. Because behind the line of scrimmage. Would have run on the sideline and in.
If I was a Notre Dame fan, I'd just be beside myself.
Yeah.
I mean, now the 10th guy, that's the thing. The 11th player, since they ran it in, the 11th player might have been able to stop that.
Would have helped.
Would have helped.
as the time expired.
10 on 11, and then they ended up winning just a wild football game and a wild second half.
Yeah,
kind of a boring first half.
Yeah, it was a lot of missed opportunities on both sides in that game for scoring.
Your big teams in the college football, Georgia and Michigan, continue their. Well, let's just show you some of the top.
Florida State escapes.
Top and Florida State won in
overtime against Clemson.
Here are the top ATS, top teams against the spread. Now
got a handful undefeated still.
There's a bunch. Actually, there's more than this. It just goes down to I think there's like another 10 or 15 that are still undefeated, but this just goes down to that average. Oklahoma, 15 points against the spread. How about Syracuse? I got to tell you, I love looking at this. I think the top ATS teams, previous performance does not always tell you what's coming up in the future, but I've always thought a lot of that. How about the worst? And the thing is, the thing that this doesn't show, it kind of depends what the number was for like Michigan and for Georgia, because those teams could both be conceivably 0-4. I've got Michigan at 0-3 because they pushed one. So yeah, these are the teams who are doing the worst against the spread. And I just realized I think I've got one of those as my super dog.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, that might have been an error in judgment.
No, not the way you're betting it ain't.
No, you got a point. But the thing is, you've got teams here that sometimes are good. Buffalo and Virginia have been good the last few years. Virginia stepped on their toe last year. Southern Miss has been good for the last 30 years. And in Arizona State, new coach. Baylor on this list. What is dragging Baylor down? Who knows? It's just this leads us into our picks. Tell us what our picks are.
And one of those that you showed on there was the reason I took this team. I'll start with myself. I got Oklahoma minus 19.5 versus Iowa State. Oklahoma's at home. They're playing well.
And Iowa State is not playing well.
And they're not. I don't think they're a good football team.
That's the thing you don't think about. Usually you think about Oklahoma and offense.
Yeah.
They got defense.
Yeah, they do. I think they're a solid team. They're at home, and I think they're going to blitter.
Oklahoma's got a good shot to get in the.
Yeah, they keep winning. They do for sure. Yeah. And then I'm on West Virginia TCU under 52.5.
West Virginia doesn't score.
No, and I don't think either of these teams overly want to score a lot. I think they want to play a low-scoring game because they don't score a lot. So I think that's why
they don't want to have to catch up to people.
Exactly. And then I'm on Duke plus 5.5 versus Notre Dame. Duke's at home.
Super dog. It's a
super dog. This will be a huge win for the Duke program. Notre Dame just got beat by Ohio State. They might be down a little bit, so I'm going to take Duke here.
I agree with you. I have I threw half a unit on that, I'm with you on that. Who do I have going?
Bruce, you've got you're on some less than top tier teams. Yeah,
I'm on a Thursday game.
You got Jacksonville State minus 6.5 at Sam Houston State, and I think Sam Houston State might have been on your list up there if I remember.
I'll be doggone there.
There we go. I thought I saw them up there.
Yeah, I'll be doggone there. They sure are. Yeah, there's a reason I do that. So yeah, I'm gonna watch that one on Thursday night. Last night.
Last night. Yep.
You'll know by the time you see this whether I'm happy or not.
How brilliant Bruce is.
What's my second?
You got Georgia Southern.
By the way, Sam Houston State, 3 games, they scored 10 points.
One touchdown, right?
One touchdown.
Yeah, that was last week.
Yeah, they scored 10 points.
Yeah, they're not scoring.
Yeah, and Houston was the easy winner.
Yeah, you got Georgia Southern minus 6.5 versus Coastal Carolina. The Chanticleers.
I feel bad. Going against your shots.
Yeah.
This is a good Georgia Southern team. I've watched them twice now. This is their first year in the big division, and they're playing really well. There were like 4 or 5 teams that moved up that are in their first year. I'm betting on 2 of them.
James Madison?
That was last year.
Yeah.
Jacksonville State's this year first year.
All right.
So I'm betting on 2 of the first year guys. I feel not good about the next one.
What did you talk about? Well, number one, maybe we should say you're 3-1 on your Super Dogs.
I had 3-1 on my Super Dogs.
The straight up wins with. Bruce is dominating that, so he's
at $10 an entry for each of those. I would be right now up about $75.
Yeah. So this is the Bruce effect right now. Is what this is. This is UConn. 0-4 up there on your thing, let alone anything
at
else.
The top,
yeah.
Losing against the spread by 10 points a game.
And what's Bruce do? Just money line.
They're due.
Plus 5.5 versus Utah State.
Well, Utah State flying across the country.
I agree.
Playing at 11 a.m. in the morning. It's 9 a.m. for the Utah kids. Mm-hmm. That's stupid. I didn't have. Everybody took my other picks.
This is a Bruce Dickey. If this hits, it's a Bruce Dickey factor.
Yeah,
you guys remember
that's exactly right. What do the other boys have?
All right, Weeze is on Middle Tennessee State, Western Kentucky under. I believe that's a 61.5.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
We'll show you all. We'll show them all to you here in a second.
And then he's on TCU. He's in that TCU West Virginia game. TCU minus 12 versus West Virginia.
Okay, I like that. What's his
which helps me with my under then. If the favorite wins, that chance of the under is pretty good. He's on Syracuse, which was on your list, plus 7 versus Clemson.
I like that. There they are. Syracuse number 3. Yep. That's pretty good.
Clemson was just in overtime last week. So
and
Jamie's on Tulsa minus 3.5 versus Temple. I don't know much about either of those 2 teams, honestly.
Tulsa's got drilled the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, and then Oregon State minus 3.5 versus Utah.
That's an interesting game. That's down to 3 now, by the way.
Yeah, so it's been bet down then.
Yeah.
And then he's on Arkansas plus 6.5 versus Texas A&M.
My favorite bet of the day, if you have to give other than the ones that Jacksonville State and Georgia Southern, I love Syracuse against
At plus 7.
Clemson at Syracuse. I love that bet. I'm going to be right on that one. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Back with the NFL on the side. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We got to blow and go through here, man. We're
I've just looked down, saw 4:45. It's crazy.
we are wasting time here.
You know what we didn't do last. Tell you what we did last week though, real quick. While we're doing that, right?
What's that?
How we did last week.
Yeah, tell them how we did.
You went 3-0-1 with a tie.
Well, I was going to show this one eventually.
Okay.
Just to kind of...
I was just going to talk about you, and then we were going to go to NFL.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. as Weeze likes to put it, I've hit 9 in a row.
Yeah, you're hot right now, man.
I'm doing all right. I got nine green in a row, along with a couple of pushes.
I mean, even that's even with the super dogs. And we're including those super dogs, which are, I mean, those hits are nice.
I'm having a nice run. That happens. The fade Bruce Dickey.
No. Right now, you need to be very confident.
I am very confident. I feel good about it, but I'm not going to tell anybody about it. What are our numbers? Our total numbers, by the way.
So right now, overall in college and pro, we're 36-29, so we're doing pretty good.
That's pretty good.
You and Weeze are above 500. I'm right in the middle at 9-9, and Jamie's 6-7. So
Jamie's
he's right
just
there.
a smidge under, so we're doing all right. Here's the NFL against the spread. No shocker there.
I believe all those.
Worst teams against the spread.
That is easily believable. That's the most believable stat I've seen the entire day.
I got to tell you, I think I'm having a good run. I bet against all those teams.
That's smart. That's a smart thing to do.
Over. Here's the over. The Bears defense, doggone, the monsters of Midway are not really all that monstrous.
No.
And then, of course, the Dolphins keep scoring to blow their over. And here's the under. The Saints, 10 in a row going back to last season, under.
Impressive.
Right now. So just you might keep that in
mind. And Bengals are underachieving.
Chiefs everybody bets the Chiefs high.
Cleveland's defense is crazy good. Yeah. So, I believe
Falcons run the ball, so that burns clock. So there you are. What are we doing this week?
Winning.
We're winning. Exactly right.
What's this week's
We're
going to be?
winning this week.
You know, I like to think that I know
NFL.
I know NFL better than this, and man, I'm frustrated right now with it. I am 3-3. Imagine that.
Well,
Just
this
mediocre.
is kind of ugly when you do look at last week's and you see all the red on the NFL.
Yeah, it was. I mean, you went 2-0, and the rest of us, we were there.
Yeah. You participated.
I bet Cowboys minus 12.5. They lost outright, for God's sake. Hey, and that laugh is the best thing I've heard. Cowboys fans were so high, they ain't high anymore.
That was great. It was. I remember watching the game Sunday afternoon. This isn't real.
Yeah,
right?
you ain't kidding.
This can't be real.
Oh,
all right. Let's start. What are our bets this week?
All right, I'll just start myself since I did the other one that way. I'm going to bet on the relegation bowl for going over 45.
The Broncos and
yes, the loser.
Yeah, Broncos and Bears under 45.
Yeah, the loser of this game goes and plays into I don't know, the ACC or something. Who knows?
Okay.
Who
All right.
cares?
All right.
I'm going to take them over 45 because I think both.
You're taking the over.
I'm taking the over. I feel like both teams have got to score because their defenses are terrible.
It's at Chicago, right?
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'm going to take over
What's the other
45.
one?
I'm going to take Cleveland minus 2.5 versus Baltimore. They're at home.
Cleveland is playing so well.
Cleveland is good. I think they can stop that. Baltimore's offense is not great.
I think I did the same thing. Didn't I take Cleveland?
Yeah, you got Cleveland. Yeah, you got the same bet as I do on there. So,
Yeah,
two of us on that one. So
yeah.
that one's guaranteed to lose.
What's my second?
And you got Tampa Bay plus 3.
Oh, I love how Baker Mayfield's playing, and I don't like Jameis Winston. I don't think Derek Carr's playing for a week or two.
Yeah, he's
right?
in a concussion protocol.
Yeah.
Trying to figure him out.
Yeah,
So-
even though it's in New Orleans, I like Baker Mayfield.
I don't think Tampa Bay is as bad as people thought they were going to be. I think they thought they were going to be bad.
They got
They're really
beat
not bad.
Monday night by a good Philadelphia team.
And they hung around for a little bit.
Yeah, they made that a game.
Weezy's on the Bills minus 2.5 versus the Dolphins. Dolphins obviously put up 70 last week. Bills are not going to let them put up 70. I think Jalen Waddle will be back in that game, but it's a good
They're not going to put up 70 2 weeks in a row. You said the Bills are not going to let them put up 70.
They might.
They might. You got a point.
I'm just going to stop football if they put up 70 again. That was awesome.
That was cool.
Yeah, it was. And then the Panthers plus 4.5 versus the Vikings. Vikings 0-3. I think they were on that list for
taking the Panthers.
Cover. He's going to take the Panthers going in, and I think
they're both on that list.
I'm not sure if Andy Dalton's going to be back there, or if it's going to be.
I think it's supposed to be Bryce Young this
Okay, I'm not sure who's quarterbacking there for the Carolina.
Yeah, look at that. All four of those top the four teams are playing each other.
Yeah,
it's like a loser bowl.
Giants. Did somebody take the Giants? Okay, nobody. Good Lord, thank the Lord, nobody took the Giants.
How about that? Okay, what's Jamie got?
Jamie's got the Lions Packers, the Thursday game. Of course, that's what Jamie does. He's going to take over 46.
I like that.
Yeah, I like
Lions
that.
Are scoring.
I like that too. And then,
even though it's at Lambeau.
And then he's on the Bears plus 3 versus the Broncos. I feel like it's a pity bet from Jamie, but I'll take it.
Well, he's got a little pity to give. He's a Colts fan right now. They beat the Jags in Baltimore last week.
I'm about to say
congratulations.
And we didn't say that Jags game's in London this year. Jags,
that's right. I said the Jags. I'm sorry, not the Ravens.
Yeah, the Ravens.
Baltimore. They beat the Ravens in Baltimore. So there you have that. There is what we're doing, folks. Take a look down there at the bottom. That's this week's plays.
I guess we just decided not to bet on any good teams this week. We got Browns in there.
Relegation ball.
That's what it should be. They're terrible.
There's what we're doing, and there you see how we want more green than red, folks. That's and the red in the middle. That doesn't count to our totals because that's a super.
Yeah, that's a super dog.
That's the forced pick. So don't count that against our total. So we want more red on the outside too, or more green on the outside too, and more green on the outside too on each side. So, and by the way, we're wondering who's playing football tonight. I forgot. I had this slide. I didn't have it fired up. Friday night, in addition to the Salem game, in addition to the Flora Fairfield game, you'll have these games on television. The one to watch right there is 8 o'clock Utah at Oregon State, isn't it?
Good football game. It's tough to go into Oregon State and play too.
It really is.
Now seeing that, I'm kind of with that Oregon State one at the moment.
Yeah, I'm really kind of surprised that Oregon State's down to 19. They're a tough squad. Utah doesn't know if they're going to have camerizing though, so I mean it's
have they yet?
No, they have not.
They're 10th in the nation without them so far.
Yeah. So there you are, folks. We'll be right back and talk a little baseball. Season ends Sunday. Can you believe it? season ends
Been a
Sunday.
long yet short season.
Cardinal season ended about a week or two ago. We'll be right back after these.
A month or two ago.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Welcome back, folks. Baseball season almost over. As here is what the standings look like for the American League. In the American League, the only fight remaining is to see who gets the final wild card spot, as it's between the Blue Jays, the Astros, and the Mariners. Mariners pretty much have to win out to catch the Astros and the Blue Jays, and this is on Thursday afternoon before Thursday night games. So Mariners are in a heap of trouble. They got one game. They can pick up a game and be a game back at Astros. Mariners got to win a ton. Here is the National League, as the Reds do still have a chance. They're a game and a half behind the Cubs. Marlins are in one of the spots, tied with the Cubs for the last spot. There's what the National League wild card. There are four teams. Basically four teams if the count the Padres. Padres are gone. Four teams for two spots, and the fun one is going to be the Marlins and the Cubs at 158 games going into Thursday night's games. You just got to win them. I mean, right now the Diamondbacks with the 2-game lead, you got to figure that they're going to hold on for one of them, but the Marlins and the Cubs fighting for that last spot. Cubs again have they got to go to Milwaukee over the weekend. Padres are in Chicago, and the Cubs are in trouble. They've had a nice year, though. They've had a nice.
Who said Miami has? Milwaukee?
I didn't say Cubs have Milwaukee. Milwaukee may not care. That's the thing. We're at the time of the year in Milwaukee. They may not give a.
But I'd like to know who Miami's playing there then.
Well, I can't. I didn't write that down. I don't have that immediately able to tell you. So that's all coming up this weekend, folks. I hope you have a good time. By the way, one last thing I was going to try to show you earlier. There are the players for the golf to win the most points. As it was, Scotty Scheffler is the favorite. Then 4 Europeans. Then Shoffley, and then Cantley and Morikawa, three Americans. Hatton's British, Home is American. There's your A-Bird. Ludwig.
Justin Thomas way down the list. Jordan Spieth way down the list.
That's because Justin Thomas isn't any good this year.
The one live player, 25-1.
There you are. Folks, thank you all so much for being here. We'll catch y'all next week. Have a great weekend.